first thing we do is start healing the anxiety. It's that rather than just directly address the bullying, we kind of bolster them up, kind of build some infrastructure. And so what I do with teens is to teach them some basic biology that helps them feel stronger. Because if they feel stronger, then we can go to the emotional stuff. Like if they start noticing their body is feeling better. So I teach them 5 things. So the first thing is to drink water, because teenagers don't drink water, but like it's boring.
I know, I bought my kids these huge water bottles, and I find my daughter is now drinking more water just because she has this big bottle and it sits on her desk now and it's there.
And it's convenient. And really is, if you can find a way to make it easy. But what I explain to teens is when you're under stress, you tend to not listen to what your body says. And so teenagers, well, grown-ups too, if they're kind of anxious, sometimes part of the anxiety is they're dehydrated. And that, when your stomach growls, it's your body saying, I'm hungry, I need some food. Sometimes part of the anxiety is your little brain cells telling you, I'm dehydrated, I need something. Give me some water. And so when you give them the use, make a habit of drinking water, then they start feeling, I'm not kidding, it reduces the anxiety and waking up in the morning and feeling refreshed. Because you have enough hydration. I am not kidding. It reduces some of the anxiety, and that just builds infrastructure then that you can do the emotional healing on. The next thing is I tell them that they need to eat fruits and vegetables. And, for some teenagers, that's a hard thing. But when I explain to them that their neurotransmitters are made out of the micronutrients in fruits and vegetables. So neurotransmitters are in charge of energy and mood and smarts and concentration and all the things that make us think and do. And if we don't have our fruits and vegetables, then our brain is like in a car trying to drive down the road, but there's no gas in it. So it needs fruits and vegetables. So water and fruits and vegetables. And then they need exercise. And so, like your daughter can do the ropes.
The aerial silks,
Yes, oh my gosh, you too. That is something else. But all teens can do something. If they're in a chair, they can do some upper body work. Maybe there's always something where you can move some muscles. And basically, if a kid is able to be active and run around or go for hikes or climb silks or, like to move their body, that's good. If they can only do little things. Anytime you move a muscle, the nerve attached to that muscle fires a little zap of dopamine. And dopamine's a mood enhancer. It literally, when you work out, when you're through working out, you feel emotionally better. Because you got all this dopamine. So and it also burns off some of the stress hormones. So you get kind of a double good thing from it. So it's water and fruits and vegetables and exercise and then sleep rhythms. And this is so hard for teens. That basically they need, like research wants you to aim for around, 8 to 10 hours for teens. Sometimes you have to fight them to get 8. But if you can train them to go to bed at a reasonable hour and get up before noon.
I know there's many years we didn't start homeschooling till noon.
I mean, we got to be real, and especially the kids have been quarantined, so everybody's off rhythm.
I know. But what day of the week is it? Which week is it? What month are we in?
But there is something that the body does when it's dark and you're sleeping that helps keep the biorhythms healthy. And when your biorhythms are healthy, then your body can be healthier. That makes your emotions healthier. So, and sometimes what I do is I ask the teens, let's do a 2-week challenge. And you go to bed by midnight and get up by 10. Every day, for 2 weeks. And let's see if you like it or not. And they generally do. And they'll fall off of it, here and there. But generally, it establishes a pattern that literally it makes their biorhythms. That means all the manufacture of neurotransmitters and hormones and all works better.
Yeah.
So that's right. So water and fruits and vegetables and exercise and sleep patterns. And the last one is oxygen. And I love oxygen because it's free.
Yes.
So,
but I realized the power of deep breathing. I didn't even realize how connected it is with your lymphatic system to clean and detoxify your body.
Oh, tell me about that.
Yeah. So, with my cancer research and all the lymph nodes. So your lymph nodes drain from your upper part of your body, kind of through your armpits and then your groin, and then it comes back around into where your diaphragm is. So when you do deep breathing, you actually push those toxins that have been through that entire system then into your urine and out of your body. So if you're drinking lots of water, they actually say even jumping will help activate that, but deep breathing is another thing that's really good. So that's why meditation, God tells us to meditate. You breathe at the same time. I've been using an app called Soul Space, and they tell you to deep breathe, and then they go through a scripture verse, and it's been really good for my stress.
Yeah. And I love that about the lymph. So you taught me something new. I'm excited. So, what I tell the teens, because I didn't know about lymph stuff, so now I'm going to add that, is that oxygen is the only thing that can attack the cortisol, the stress hormone, that, and kids who have been bullied have a bigger dose of the stress hormone. Kids who've been on quarantine have a bigger dose of stress hormone that just stays in their body. And the cortisol is really, really useful when a lion is chasing you. Not much else. And if we don't burn it up, it stays in our body, keeping us ready to run from the lions. But it's an inflammatory. So it reduces our immune system. It makes us feel anxious. It says that the biology part of anxiety. And so when kids do some deep breathing, or as moms do deep breathing, we are actually we're chipping away at the cortisol load that's in our blood, or puddling on our muscles. So it turns into lactic acid.
Lactic acid. Oh, yes.
So